Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be going over what comes in the Aetherdrift Finish Line Bundle. Thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for sending me this product. And let's just jump right in. Step into the winner's circle. You're going to get 2 15-card Aetherdrift collector boosters, 6 14 Aetherdrift play boosters, a first place box topper, an oversized Finish Line Bundle spin down, and 3 extended art cards, and of course, a box, which I need. We all need boxes to put cards in. Plus, you get 15 traditional foil and 5 first place foil, full art driver seat basic lands, which those are so cool. I can't wait to see them. And some mana symbol stickers. Interesting. Well, we're gonna just dig in and see what's in here. All right. Okay. All right, so this is the die. So it is checkered themed. Pretty cool. All right, let's... Oh, we got some mana stickers. Let's check these out. Love that. I love putting these on my deck boxes. That way I know it like kind of gives me a hint of what deck is in there. Cool. And then we got the cards. I think I'm going to save the box topper for last this time. The last video I opened it first. And yeah. Oh, my hood fell down. I was trying to get, you know, the movie we probably can't name vibes, but now it's throwing it all off. There we go. All right, let's check these out. So we have Amonkhet Raceway. Target creature gains haste. Avishkar Raceway, discard a card, draw a card. Muraganda Raceway. And then we have some lands here. Oh, these are the ones I was excited for. The driver's seat. We got a plains, island, swamp, mountain, and the forest. I think I actually like the forest the best. These are cool. Let's open the play boosters, then the collector boosters. So we get the little counter for start your engine to keep track. For those of y'all that don't know this mechanic yet, when it says start your engine, whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, if your speed is 1 or greater, increase your speed by 1. So max speed is 4. This trigger only happens once per turn. Ooh, I haven't seen this one. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. Nice. You may put a creature card or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 1/1 counters on it. District Mascot. It enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Remove 2 1/1 counters and destroy a target artifact. When this creature attacks while saddled, put a 1/1 counter on it. Memory Guardian. Affinity for artifacts. It's a 3/4 flying. Love that. Embalmed Ascendant. It's a 3 mana 1/2 zombie. Start your engines. Whenever it enters, you make a 2/2 zombie. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Plow Through. Target creature you control fights or destroy target vehicle. Road Rage deals X damage to target creature or player where X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control. Scrap Compactor. Sacrifice it for 3. It deals 3 damage to a target creature. Sacrifice it for 6 and destroy target creature or vehicle. Spin Out. This is the first time I'm seeing this one. This is a 3 mana. Destroy target creature or vehicle. Instant. Silken Strength, 2 mana with flash. Enchant creature or vehicle. Whenever it enters, untap enchanted permanent, and it gets +1/+2 and has reach. Wreckage Wicker Folk, 2 mana 1/3 flying. When this creature enters, surveil 2. Howler's Heavy, cycling 2. Whenever you cycle this card, target creature or vehicle an opponent controls gets -3/-0 until the end of turn. Ride's End, costs 3 less if it targets a tapped permanent. Exile a target creature or vehicle. Kickoff Celebrations. When this enchantment enters, you may discard a card, draw 2. Sacrifice this enchantment, and creatures and vehicles you control gain haste until the end of turn. The hood had to come off. Daring Mechanic. Chandra! At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target vehicle you control. Until the end of turn, it becomes an artifact creature and gains haste. You can sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Create a 3/2 vehicle artifact token with crew 1 for 0. That's crazy. And then the ultimate is you get an emblem with whenever an artifact you control enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. That's crazy. Holy moly. Double strike. Equipped a creature has double strike. Ooh. Little land fixing there. Marshal's Path Cruiser. Ranger's Aether Hive. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, you make a 1/1 colorless Thopter creature with flying. Gastel Raider. Start your engines when this creature enters. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery, and they discard it. This creature gets +1/+1 and has menace when you get up to max speed. This creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. Whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. This is the Avishkar Raceway. You can discard a card to draw a card at max speed for 3. Pothole Mole. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards and you may return a land from graveyard to your hand. Engine Rat is a 1/1 with Death Touch for 1. Each opponent loses 2 life. Keen Buccaneer. Vigilance 2/3. Draw a card and discard a card. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Brightfield Glider. Oh, what a cutie. Oh my. Wait, they're saying that's a possum? That is definitely look more like a squirrel. I don't see possum. Whenever this creature attacks, well saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying. I mean, a flying possum is cool. Trample. Start your engines. Exile the card from your graveyard. Draw a card. That would be cool if possums could fly. That would be weird, actually. Adrenaline Jockey. Whenever a player casts a spell, I'm gonna move this closer so I don't have to put my hand up. My hand's getting tired. Oh yeah, I'll hold this down here. That's better. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, this creature deals 4 damage to them. And whenever you activate an exhaust ability, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I was like holding them up. Ooh. Valor's Flagship. Mono white card. It's a 7/7. Flying First Strike Lifelink. Cycling Crew. Whenever you cycle this card, put X 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens with this token saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though it was power 2 or greater. Wow. That is pretty strong. When this creature enters, return target creature or vehicle an opponent controls to its owner's hand. If that opponent's speed is greater than each other player's speed, reduce that opponent's speed by 1. This effect can't reduce their speed below 1. That's funny. Canyon Vaulter is a 2 mana whenever this creature saddles or mounts or crews during your main phase. It gains flying. Outpace Oblivion. Start your engines when this enters. It deals 5 damage up to 1 target creature or planeswalker which is important because we do have some really spicy planeswalkers. Sacrifice this enchantment. It deals 2 damage to each player that doesn't have a max speed. Wow. At the beginning of your end step, untap each creature you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Crazy. Enchant creature vehicle. Start your engines. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. You may cast this card from your graveyard. Max speed. Flying. Whenever this creature enters, target creature or vehicle gains lifelink and indestructible. Broken Wings. We know that reprint. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact and or creature in your graveyard. By 4 with cycling. Flying Exhaust. Put 2/1/1 counters on this creature. Enrider is a 2-mana 3/1. Max speed. You can add 2 red. Flood your engine. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Woo! Fresh pack smell. Jungle Hollow. Prow Catcher Specialist. Oops. Put 2/1/1 counters on this creature. It has haste. What's this? Oh, nice. I love this art. It kind of reminds me of Hunter x Hunter for some reason. Like an ant person. Whenever it enters, make a 1/1 green insect for each artifact or creature in your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on 8 chick. Each opponent loses a life. Culloden is a 2/3. Mount vehicles you control have haste. Whenever a mount you control enters, it becomes saddled until the end of turn. Whenever a vehicle you control enters, it becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn. Cloudspire. When this vehicle enters, distribute 2/1/1 counters among 1 or 2 other target vehicles and or creatures you control. Apocalypse Runner. Target creature you control at power 2 or less gains lifelink and can't be blocked. 6/5 for 4. Crew 3. Elvish Refueler is a elf druid. During your turn, as long as you haven't activated an exhaust ability, you may activate as though they haven't been activated. So you can do it twice? Is that what that's saying? Huh. Walking Sarcophagus is a 2-mana zombie cat. This creature gets +1/+2 at max speed. And this is a Jaguar Vigilance. Whenever a creature attacks while saddled, it gets +2/+2. Saddles 1. Pact Altair. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Spot Cycles Scouter. 2 mana. When it enters, scry 2 for a 3/2. Magmakin Artiller. Why can't I say that word? Artillerist. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, this creature deals what? Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, this creature deals that much damage to each opponent? That seems kind of good. When you cycle this card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Counter target artifact or creature unless its controller pays 4. This creature max speed gets +1. All right, we got a Gastel Raider. This creature gets +1/+1 and has menace. We saw this. Winter the Cursed Rider. Wow. Ward pay 2 life. Artifacts you control have ward pay 2 life. Exile X artifact card from graveyard. Each other non-artifact creature gets -X until the end of turn. Diversion unit. Sacrifice this creature, counter target instant or sorcery spell unless they pay 3. I like that. Haunted Hellride is a Dimir vehicle. It's a 3/3. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn. Untap it. Crew 1 as a 3/3. Nice. Inrider Spike Spitter is a 4-mana 3/4 with reach. Max speed. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library and you can play that card this turn. Sacrifice this land, create a 1/1 pilot. Whenever it's saddled. Oh, yes. You can saddle as though its power were 2 or greater. Aether Jacket. Destroy target artifact. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever this creature enters, you gain 4 life. That's a 6/6 with reach. Flying Haste. This creature has lifelink when it gets to max engine. 2 mana 2/1 Death Touch. When this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +0/+3. Thunderhead Gunner is a 4/5 with reach. Discard a card, draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery and once per turn. Nimble Thopterist is a 3/2. Whenever this creature enters, create a 1/1 Thopter with flying. Collision Course deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles. Destroy target artifact. Choose one. Moving on to the collectors. A Golem. Oh, we got a Radiant Lotus. I wanted this card. Nice. Sacrifice 1 or more artifacts. Not itself, ideally. Choose a color. Target player adds 3 mana of the chosen color for each artifact sacrificed this way. Oh, 1 or more. Whoa. That's kind of crazy. That's a lot of mana. I'm going to sleeve that. Regal Imperiosaur. Other dinosaurs get +1/+1. Oh my god. This just gives me like, I don't know why, like 90s cartoon vibes. District Mascot. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Remove 2 1/1 counters and destroy target artifacts. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's so cute. Aetherflux Conduit. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of energy equal to the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. What? Pay 50 energy, draw 7 cards, and you may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Okay, it's like really, like, kind of hard to get 50, but that's cool. Sky Seer's Chariot. As this vehicle enters, choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 or more to activate. Air Response Unit, a Flying Vigilance Crew 1. The Velo Heart Bike. Whenever it enters, you gain 2 life. Add 1 mana of any color. Oh, I do like the island. That's cool. You're like on a pirate ship in the driver's seat. Reach, start your engine, max speed at the beginning of your upkeep. Oh, I've read that card. You may cast this card from graveyard by paying 2 life and sacrificing an artifact or creature in addition to paying its mana. Sabotage Strategist. Flying Vigilance. Whenever 1 or more creatures attack, those creatures get -1/-0 until the end of turn. You can put 3 1/1 counters on this for 7. Gilded Goda. Yeah, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, make a treasure. I like that. 1/1 Death Touch Rat. Target non-land permanent puts it on either the top or the bottom, and it has cycling. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. You may cast this card from your graveyard. One more collector booster, and then we have the box topper. I'm making a mess of my cards here. Oh, I have another play booster. It was hidden in the pile of cards. I thought I was missing one. Yay! Ranger's Refueler. Lifed Craft Engine. Choose a creature. Oh, I like this card. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types, and each creature you control of the chosen type other than this vehicle get +1/+1. Gallant Strike. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. A 0/8 Octopus. Defend the Rider. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible. Or you can make a 1/1 pilot that can saddle and mount as though it was 2 or more. Whenever this creature saddles or mounts or crews a vehicle during your main phase, that mount or vehicle gets +2 in trample. Dynamite Diver. It can mount and crew, so it's power 2 or greater. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage. Night Market. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. Whenever this enters, each opponent discards a card. It's a 4/3. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent from among them and put it into your hand. Nice. Gilded. Trip Up. Top or bottom. And Broadcast Rambler. Whenever it enters, you make a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact with flying. And crew 1. It's a 5/4. Oh, cool. Sita Varma, the Masked Racer. Exhaust. 2 mana for a 2/3. X. 2 green, 1 blue. Put X 1/1 counters on Sita. Then you may have the base power and toughness of each other creature you control become equal. Oh, it's like that, like similar to the, oh gosh, I'm so bad at names, but I know what it looks like. It's like the XX mimic card that ends games in Commander, and I cannot think of the name of it, but I've used it many, many times, where it like gives everything base power in toughness X. Similar. It's a similar card. I'm envisioning the card, but I can't think of the name. Culloden Triumph Caster. Mount and vehicles you control have haste. Whenever a mount you control enters, it becomes saddled until the end of turn. And whenever a vehicle you control enters, it becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn. Ooh, Thrill Roller. Trample haste. Whenever vehicle enters, it becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn. Discard a card, return this from graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. Rampaging Aetherhood. So it's 4/4 with trample. Word 2 at the beginning of your upkeep. You get an amount of energy equal to this creature's power. Then you can pay 1 or more energy if you do put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. Lumbering World Wagon. Its power is equal to the number of lands you control. And whenever this vehicle enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land. I love that. Love that. Clamorous Ironclad. 6/3 Menace Crew 3. Cycling. Rocketeer. Whenever this vehicle attacks, make a treasure. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Fang Druid Summoner. Whenever this creature enters, you may search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with no abilities, reveal it, and put it into your hand. What? What are you going to look for? What? Whenever this vehicle enters, return target artifact or creature card with mana value X or less from graveyard to the battlefield. Crew 2. Pride of the Road, Vigilance, and max speed at the beginning of combat on your turn. Target creature or vehicle you control gains double strike. Bestow Greatness +4/+4 and gains trample. definitely going to put this in my Yargle and Multani deck. I believe we'll see Pack Doll Terror. I think we've read over this one, but whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. I also really like that. And a Hole Drifter. Whenever this enters, you draw 2 cards. Now all that's left is the box topper. I love box toppers. We got an island. Oh, it's so cool. And then, ooh, Basri, Tomorrow's Champion. So this is a really good commander card if you play cats. You can exert Basri and make a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. You can cycle. If you choose to cycle, then cats you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn, which is really, really good to save your kitties. But yeah, I like the art too. It's really cool. Love that. So that's what came in my Finish Line bundle. If you want to purchase this for yourself or any other Aetherdrift products, you can use the link down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.